I'm here with Coach Dave DeArmas after Fredericksburg Christian's heart-wrenching victory over Atlantic Shores. Coach, you guys made a lot of defensive stops early. What went into stopping Atlantic Shores? They run a high-tempo offense, a lot of no-huddle. What went into stopping that tonight?
Well, I think first and foremost, they came out with an incredible game plan against us, and that was impressive. Coach Lance and that staff is probably one of the best in the state, and we knew what we were coming into. So every time we play Atlantic Shores, we expect the best. We expect a very well-coached team. So it wasn't a surprise that this was a dogfight for us. For us, we come into this season, the best part is we're 100% healthy. We're in years past, we've been dinged up at this point in the year, so that certainly is something I like. And our speed on defense is a big point for us. So I love the way our guys hustled, and they hung in there. We talk about having to play 4 quarters. So
yeah, you guys had the interception on Michael Lance in the double coverage, as well as the fumble late, which gave you all the ball.
Yes.
How important are those turnovers being forced?
In a game like this, if you win the turnover battle, it's going to substantially help you with a team like Atlantic Shores that is so potent, that has a quarterback who we respect the heck out of. You can't come in and take them lightly. So anytime, even you get one turnover, and that can change the momentum of the game. If you saw both teams, every time we had the ball and they had the ball, we were able to sustain drives, and that we knew it was going to come down to a very close game for us. So I think when you get turnovers like that, obviously the fumble at the end recovery, that was great for us from a momentum standpoint, and our guys just, that gave us a little bit of extra juice there for sure.
Absolutely. Quarterback Blaylock had quite the night. Was moving a lot mobily on the ground. Is that how you guys like to draw it up? You wanted to run a little less? How do you like to use him?
So Tripp he is outstanding with his feet. He is very deceiving. He runs the ball very well. And, anytime we can get him in space, we tell him, I rather him use his feet when he needs to. Don't sit back there and just throw a ball up for grabs for us. Just go ahead and use your feet. And you see him, he has great field vision when he is running on the ball, and he knows when to get out of bounds, he knows when to slide. So, and the fact is that he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
I was not expecting him to have the...
I noticed that he's a sophomore. It looks like hopefully a bright future at the quarterback position for you guys in the coming years. So the final play of the game, there's 9 seconds on the clock. What are you telling him? I kind of had an idea that you guys weren't going to punt. You're going to try and run those 10 seconds off. What do you tell him in that situation? Like, don't turn the ball over.
Yep.
Don't get tackled early.
Yeah. We knew playing such a defense that had been pressuring us all night, and they got penetration all night. We wanted to make sure, first and foremost, let's just secure the ball. So we were telling them, make sure, I don't care what happens, I don't care where you're running, secure the ball. Let's just take it from that standpoint. And on that last play, this is where Tripp's his football acumen comes into play. As he's running around the corner, he's looking back to look at the clock. So that's pretty neat for you. That's awesome. That's something that usually you get a senior. That's a senior move right there. To see him do that, I think that was just outstanding.
Absolutely. So 8-0 on the year, Fredericksburg Christian. What does Fredericksburg Christian need to do in the coming games to make sure this success sustains and have some good play in the playoffs?
Well, I think first and foremost, we have this mantra of we just tried to come in and go 1-0 tonight. We're not worried about the schedule. We're not worried about next week. Next week will take care of itself. We got 2 tough games coming up to finish the season with Nansen, Suffolk, and Blue Ridge. And I would be not surprised at all if we don't see Shores back in the playoffs.
That'd be awesome.
So.